Hello everyone. I've been recently playing some Urbek City Builder, and don't worry, Final Fantasy is not gone. That's just a nice chill game for me to enjoy. But today we're gonna play just a little bit of Urbek. It's a new game that come out. So let's go ahead and just call this Let's Play Wood. And you know, I'll just do standard. I did do the tutorial the first time I played, and you know, I'm gonna keep it just so you know. It says use activated mods. There's no mods in this game. I actually don't even know what mods have been released, to be completely frank. Okay, let's turn the tutorial off. I'm not saying I'm an expert. I'm not an expert, but I kind of want to just enjoy it at my own pace. So just to take a quick look around, it looks like we have a nice river coming right through the middle into, well, let's just say this is an ocean, or maybe a sea. That's fine. And then over here, we got woods. This side definitely has a lot more space. What I'm thinking is we'll start here, because we're going to have to worry about getting some housing, and we're going to have to worry about some food. So, yeah. Let's see how that works. So, for y'all that don't know, this game, no money, just resources. Okay, think of, so there's food, there's some work, and then there's some wood, right? Assume like people, those are workers, and they produce work as a resource. Alright, also I can pause the game, and I will. There's wood and food. So, there will be more resources to unlock over time. Now, let's go ahead and just make a simple block. What we're going to do is make a nice little road. I'm thinking over here, there's a nice area to probably put some big areas. Kind of like I'll be able to put like a lumber industry over here, and so I think that logically sets up over here. I'm gonna put all my farms and then be near the river, because who doesn't like to live by water, right? Alright, so let's get some houses down. But to start off, we have to make some roads. So let's see. I like to imagine that they're driving onto the map. Now, these roads are free. I could go crazy. Oh, crap. I did not mean, oh, crap. Oh, well. I didn't mean to wipe out all those streets, but that's okay. I probably will have done that anyway, eventually. Because it's a free little road. Alright. So let's go ahead. We're gonna make a little block. And houses can be up to 3 spots away from a road. So what I'm going to do is actually, let's get rid of that. Alright. I'm going to make quite a big space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm going to move the road 1 spot forward. Just to double check. That's 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and now I'll actually leave some space in the middle for stuff later on. Alright. I want to get maximum housing off of here. Actually, in addition to that, I'm going to have a separate road that goes up like this. And I think this is going to be like a little cul-de-sac. Yeah, let's do something like that. Alright. Oh, not enough resources. Gotcha. Okay. So we went ahead and built all that. Secondly, now that I have some production, I'm going to actually, let's go ahead. I want to get some lumber going. Alright. Now, one thing I'm kind of curious about, cost. Okay, I was kind of curious. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna, I don't want to disrupt all of this. I kind of like it that it's gonna be in its own little area. Clip that a little bit, there we go. Beautiful. So that's going to generate. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the lumber down. And I want to I want to tuck it right in there. Yeah, something like that. And I don't have to tuck it up right against the road, which I kind of like that. Cost 5. Let's speed this up a little. I realized what the problem was. And the problem is that we need some food here. I think that's a reasonable request. So what we're going to do is make a nice little farm like that. Yeah, there you go. Okay, now that's getting produced. Now, at this point, not that, lumber camp. We're going to tuck that in right there. I like that. It's going to get a nice production of wood over here. And this is, I mean, a very, very heavily forested area. And what might end up happening is I can wipe out some of these trees and put some more lumber camps in the middle. I think that just makes sense, and I kind of like the way that groups up. Alright, so right now you can see I am generating resources. Getting some food, getting some work, and getting some wood. And now I have all this, so I actually want to continue filling this all out. Alright, throw that in there. Alright, now I'm going to start collecting wood. Okay. There we go. You don't have enough resources, that's fine. So, the reason why I'm playing like this little area in the middle here is there's actual things I can put here. As like for residential purposes. So we can go through a day-night cycle. I'm just gonna set it to always be day. Because, you know, eyesight. Okay. So a little bit of area in the middle here. Now we have a nice little block. And in the middle here, I'm actually thinking, oh, food. Reasonable, reasonable. Let's go ahead and put that all down. Look at that. Alright, now don't worry. Food's gonna get a little bit more complicated than just throwing down some fields. Alright, let's see here. So, at this point, got the food, got some work, and I got some wood coming in. Again, it gets some good resources. Now, one thing I'm gonna have to start worrying about is power. So, if I go over here to industry, this lumber camp, and there's a lumberjack cabin, and this is the first source of energy, right? But in order for me to actually make this, if you take a look in the top right corner, top left corner, you'll see that I need some farmhouses. Alright, now farmhouse is under farms, right? Yes. Okay, so it costs 300 work, which I have, and it's actually going to even produce more food. It will actually allow me to store more food, and this is my storage up here. So let's go ahead and make a nice little farmhouse. So the farmhouse needs to have 12. It needs to have 12 or more farms and a 3 radius. So I could put it like right here, because it needs to actually have 12 of these tiles within a radius of 3. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put that right here. There we go. You see that? Now it's just producing more. And I have more storage. Alright, let's keep going. Let's build another one. Go as far as I can. Oh, you see this? Now we have a new problem. And that's the distance to the road. Right? So, what I could do is actually, and probably what I will do, is have another road that goes up the side here. So I'm just going for a different style. So, let's go ahead, get a farmhouse, and go minimum distance. Beautiful. Right there. Now both of these are getting more resources. My food is doing very well. I'm not gonna hold 700. Alright. Let's go ahead and do one more. Also, I apologize for that. That was my Discord, not yours. So, now I do need to expand my farms a little bit. Or, actually, I might be able to put it in one of these spots. I can. I like the idea of that, actually. Now this doesn't work because it's not going to have enough. But I'm thinking maybe I can do something cool there later. But I want to line these up, so let's move one more. Boom. Like that. I like that. See? Custom farmhouses, they like control this. Alright. So let's see here. So I have this. Now at this point, like I said, I need to worry about power. So let's take a look here. As you see right here, lumberjack cabin. This is going to cost me 5 workers. It's going to start producing energy for me. And it's going to actually store 250 energy. So if I ever have a deficit, I don't have to worry about it being completely run out. And it will consume 7 logs, which I have, and 50 workers. Because I'm producing 210. So, no, that's how much it's going to consume basically every tick, which is a month, I believe. So let's go ahead. I'm thinking right there. Can you see that? Now, you can see right here, generating energy. And if I go up here, these guys have upgraded because they wanted that hour, and they're not the energy, and they're consuming it now. Now, so I put that one lumberjack, and almost immediately I start having issues. Because, well, not issues necessarily, but it's depleting very quickly because there is 53 village houses in here. Also, by the way, let me show you something cool. I can go down here and actually check it out. So this is all my little village houses, little box art. You know, I can go on the road, it doesn't matter, they can't hurt me. I just go in, I can actually check out this little plaza. Look at this. We got some like little gardens. Look at these nice little trees. This is actually a nice little establishment. Right here, where there's nothing, there'll be a bar going there. That is sweet, sweet nightlife. Alright. Alright, but that's for later. Alright, let's make that day again. Alright, so I'm producing energy. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's take a look. Now these tenant farmers, what I can do is produce even more. So if they're, I can actually put tenant farmers right here and they can produce even more food if I need it. Right now I'm not really desperate for food, but if I'm in desperate need of some food, I can do that. I'm gonna try to avoid that though. But I can get a landlord's house, which literally produces more food from having enough tenant farmers. But you know, that just doesn't sound too good. And actually, I'm thinking I should get 700 population. population. And if I can also get a grain silo, which means I need another farmhouse. So let's go ahead and get that running. So since I need another farmhouse, just to double check, yes, not enough resources. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take some fields, pull that out just a little bit. Let's clean that up because it will bother me. Boom. Alright. Producing even more food. I'm not really doing this for the resources now. I'm just doing it to satisfy some requirements. Now, I could put that there. Right. Math. Alright. So I now have that. So now I just have to get to 700 population. Is there a way? Well, so I could just create another block, but do I have a way I can turn into a villa? But that's not really what I'm thinking. So upgrades to. So really, I just need to get more population. So what we're gonna do, actually, I like this idea. I'm gonna bulldoze all this in these trees. All right. Let's build this. How many is that? 6? Boom. Alright. Now. So that's 6. 6. Alright. Symmetry. That's going to be a 10 by 9. Well, 9 by 10. Okay. So we're actually build up 9. 10. Beautiful. Let's go ahead. I know. I'm destroying our forests. All for the sake of progress. Alright. Now, actually, before I do this, industry, lumberjack cabin. So I can't have this being too close, and I need another lumber cabin. So let's go ahead, because I know I'm going to need more power. I'm going to make another lumberjack, and then we're going to tuck you in. Alright. I like that. Put that up and nice against the road. We're gonna go in there, cut some trees. Beautiful. Alright, now I'm gonna have enough. So let's go ahead. Oh. Let's just fill up for now. Give it a second. Gotta get some sweet resources back. These are not consuming wood, right? No, they're not. Oh, look at that. We're collecting people. And our population. Let's see. Oh, right here. 712. Perfect. Alright, I wanna finish building this little plot, little neighborhood. Now, I'm curious about something. Yeah, there we go. I like this. Let's go take a look. It's again, you know, a nice little a lot of friendly neighbors. Alright. That's good. Now, this is like kind of two cul-de-sacs and they're coming from one road. I don't think traffic's really a concern in this game. But at some point, I think I should maybe fix this. Alright, let's see here. So I have that now, and at this point, let's see, I should be able to put in well, I can do a grain silo, so let's do that. So, I can't have another grain silo within 6 radius. No modern grain silo, okay? and then 2 or more farmhouses in a 6 radius. So if I actually, I'll have to put it in here, which I think is actually reasonable. I like that. I kind of like that placement right there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bulldoze that. We're gonna put a little green silo in right there. Beautiful. Look at that. Got 2. And I could actually put another green silo like right here. How much does this consume? Actually, this is pure production. So you know what? Let's get that bad boy in. Green silo. That's just good old profit right there. Got some green silos. Nice. Alright. Thank you, little house. You're doing duty today. Alright. And I'm producing quite a bit. I'm producing some food. I'm producing some work. I'm producing some lumber. And I'm producing some good energy. Probably what will happen is I'll probably make a different neighborhood, kind of joining these together. Alright, so I think, let's take a look. Upgrade to a wealthy village house or a fisherman house. You know what? I do like the rivers. So what I'm thinking, this right here is gonna be my waterway. I need a dock. Ooh, I can't make a dock. Not enough people. Okay, so wealthy village house it is. I need to have 1 or more food service and 1 or more leisure. Okay, so I need to look for stuff that produces that. This village bar does, but I don't have enough population. Ooh, but this football pitch. How big is this? It's kind of big. Now if I put this right here, it consumes some workers. But I could put like a football pitch on this side. Maybe do something a little bit different on the other side. But let's also find out, in addition to that, I need 1 or more food service. So, I need to find a way to do food. And I kind of have 2 options for that. Where is that? No. Local market, mini market. Okay. So, a local market basically makes it that it needs to be so close to a farm. Mini market doesn't. The local market actually consumes like a lot less. And you know, one thing I could do is farms are not that expensive. I could do like a little small mini farm here and get the local market on it. But nonetheless, I need more population. So everywhere that I'm leading right now, I just need more population. So let's do that. We're just gonna make some more pups. So let's go ahead and kind of design a little, and maybe I could put like a nice park in here. And actually, let's go ahead, I'm gonna split that in half. It won't be as efficient, but it'll look nice. Actually, you know what, here, we're gonna try it just with this. Alright, you know what, I'll keep it nighttime for this. Go, just like that. How are we doing up here? Energy. Let's get that fixed. Now at some point I can use water mills. Should be buildable in industry. Needs looks like I still can't make a water mill. Now, it didn't say what I need to do to unlock this. So for now, this is... Let's see if I, in theory, could I don't think it's feasible for me to make that work. So let's go ahead. Let's just produce more lumber. And industry cabin. I like that. And a nice little lumber cabin. Ah, there we go. The water mill on the dock I've officially unlocked. Okay, but I have plenty of power now. And just let's fix that. Beautiful. Food. Well, let's go ahead. I'm gonna get the farmhouse going right here. I think that just makes good sense. Still not enough, eh? Okay. Let's go ahead. I don't really want to use these tenant farmers. It just doesn't feel right. So what we're going to do is we're just going to keep pulling this farm up. Okay. This little farmhouse there. And there. Like that. Beautiful. Oh, need more energy. And at this point, I can do that one thing I wanted to do, which was a water mill. So I can put this somewhere. It's going to cost some work and some lumber. And it's going to consume some wood. But I get way more production out of it, 90 versus this 60. And it consumes all of these workers and these resources. Now I don't have to worry about all that. I just have to worry about 3 wood, which really is a lot more bang for my buck. I'm gonna pop that right there, right at the entrance to that river. Nice. Very good. All of this is starting to sting up, and I got some population go. Alright, let's see here. I'm thinking, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, but these roads are upgraded. And you know what? I think it's time for, I think, some good old parks. And that's kind of the reason why I did this. I think a park. Look at that. Yeah, I think I can do this. Look at that. Very well, you have chosen the path you want to follow in this city. I'm doing the path of leisure. Look at that. Nice little parks. You can see that if I get down here, you can see some nice trees lining the roads. You know, there's a lot of, it'll just be a nice little neighborhood. Alright. So, and I have all this area for activities. Okay. So, I'm producing all of these things. Let's do something different. I don't want to deal with schools right now. A neighborhood council. Now that's an interesting one. I can actually throw that in the middle here. I'm not going to do that, but I could. actually, I think a nice placement would be right here, right in the middle. People can come, talk to their neighborhood council, and try to figure some stuff out. Alright. Now, in addition, I could also do some edicts through here. And, I can actually, so parks produce 10 food. If I activate this, a park, all these would basically start consuming some work, some unskilled work specifically. And I do that, I don't mind not even have to do as many farms anymore. If I want to make this a really nice neighborhood with tons of parks, why don't I put some gardens in it? That makes good sense. There's also some faith in here, which cost blacksmith. I'll have to figure out how we do that. Actually. Oh, iron. Right. Well, I think what we should do is actually, I kind of want to do food in a different way. So I can actually put a dock out on here. The dock is going to let me do something a little special. What I want to do is good. I'm thinking 1, 2, 3. Now, I'm thinking we're going to build away from the road just a little bit. 1, 2. Okay. We're going to build around this. How many spaces is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. It doesn't necessarily matter, but I kind of like the way that makes it look. A little bit more symmetry. Alright. Is this a double check? Yeah. I think it'll work. So we have some trees going. And at this point, let's get the dock down. Industry. There we go. Actually, you know what? 1, 2, 3. I did my mind. Do that. I think we could do something cool here. What? Just changing my mind a little bit. Don't mind me. Yeah, I like that. Now look at this. We have a nice little dock. And as you see, my fisherman housing is now unlocked. Which means I can do stuff like this. Look at that. Ooh, actually, I can build the whole way up to there. Let's do it. This is actually going to produce a lot of food. Perfect. Look at that. We're up to 1,000 food, and as you can see, the fisherman house is generating 765. You know, it's not the most, but that's a decent hit. All right. Now they can go around and fish. Beautiful. You know what? Let's take a look from the other side of the river. Oh, look at that. They might be ghost boats, but they're boats nonetheless. But don't mind me. I can just float above the water. So, this is where we're going to stop for the day. please let me know what you think. Maybe we can catch this up another time. This has been Phenomenauts. Have a good day.